Can we just go somewhere quickly? Jail. Is our jails a mess?
I can't believe people are only figuring this out now.
Hey, so just for context, yeah, there's a video that's been going around. This has been going on for a minute, but there's a video going around. I saw 18 seconds of a Don slam dunking a screw in prison, and
You only
that.
watched 18 seconds of it.
Big man, I got the whole 2 minutes and 39 seconds of it now. I got the whole thing.
I got the whole thing.
Yeah.
How long is your one?
No, I think it's the same,
Same
one.
one.
There's a lot of questions I have about it. Not so much about the act. That's been going on for a long time.
I got one question about the act. I'll be honest with you. I got one question about the act. My first this is where I'm different. My first immediate thought was when I saw it was, I can't believe my man still got his convict pants on. I would have been what?
Yeah.
I'd have butt naked off my thing. I needed to get. Listen, let me tell you something.
I hear it.
If I'm in, how long am I doing? I'm inside. If I'm not butt naked, my pants is all the way down, and I got 1 foot out of the thing.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
One foot out, definitely.
Yeah, so I need to be stuck in. I can't have balls in and dick out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
You need to do that properly.
Yes.
I wonder if that was a paid partnership, because I heard that obviously she's brassing in there. You didn't know.
No, I did not know
So
that.
apparently, it's like there's a fee, and maybe not with that one.
That's good. I did not know that.
Nah, but as in like that's it. She was probably making big
Dope.
readies in there. But anyway, I'm disappointed with the cameraman
Yeah, so am I.
more than anyone. Not just for leaking it and for getting the whole wing. I was getting phone calls. Like one of my brothers is in Wano right now, yeah, and obviously like he's patenting it. He's got a phone, but everyone on more than one wing, the cells are just getting spun.
Serious?
Because of this, of course. Because
Well,
it's
they've
been
been
brought.
the phones though, innit?
Yeah, no. It's brought. Everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But because this has gone nationwide, it's brought the jail into disrepute, and they have to be seen to be doing something. And now there's just spinning cells.
Do you know how big this news got, bro? So obviously you know I follow court cases and shit, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a YouTube channel called Law and Crime Network. It's an American channel, it's a big channel that covers like all kinds of court cases, all kinds of mad shit that's going on. They covered it.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, they covered it. I couldn't believe it. When I went on, I just put it on my YouTube and it was right on my For You thing. I was like, oh my, this reached far and wide. So now that makes our system look crazy.
Yeah.
Because not even that, my man's chopping the thing, whatnot, no dumb, all these types of things.
She used to work at my gym, by the way.
Oh no.
I'm like Virgin Active.
Don't even say the area. So she's local then. So she's local.
Labrador Grove.
Oh shit. So is her man then? Her husband?
I don't know. They're a swinging couple or whatever.
Oh, so that's their vibes.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know she was.
No,
a swinger.
they're a swinging couple. They was on like Channel 4 Swingers or something like that. Like
Okay, but hold on. How does swinging work?
I don't know if that was a consensual swing.
There you go.
Yeah, it was
Because
a legal
swinging is
swing.
kind of usually like if I take my missus out, whatever, we go to a certain place and we're just
I
swinging.
think they said it was an open relationship.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fair
the
play.
trust version of this isn't as big of an issue as what people think in
it
terms
is.
of like
And I
in
respect
her
that.
relationship.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's illegal to do what she did.
It's the embarrassment, I guess, as well.
It's the embarrassment. I'm not sure if she's got OnlyFans. I'm not sure about embarrassment. And maybe she didn't want it so high profile, but
Yeah,
there
but
is
not
every
everyone's
cloud.
not everyone's OnlyFans is that though.
This one will blow up now.
Yeah, her OnlyFans subscription must be up.
She
But
needs
she
to
might
get a
only be
suspended
showing feet.
sentence.
She might only be showing she might only be just showing breasts and all these type. Her OnlyFans might not be her chopping.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
should be now though.
Yeah, she might as well just up the ante.
I think they unfortunately it's just how it works. She's gonna have to be made. I would be surprised if a judge doesn't throw the book at her.
What kind of sentence is that?
I'm sure it's. I reckon she will get like 18 months.
That's a big stretch.
I'm not
still.
even sure if you could get her suspended, considering the amount of like
the
like
news.
Just
The
media
coverage.
that's on it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem, bro, is the way that it makes the system look.
I think there's a bigger problem than that. I think there's a bigger problem.
Go.
I think those lads have messed up the opportunity of a lifetime.
What do you mean?
I think that they would have potentially had it sweet, and they messed it up.
Well, they had it sweet.
Who knows? Because he was kind of paro in there.
Who was?
The guy that was shopping her.
You think so?
Yeah, because he was just like, better to be safe. I'm not sure if you watched all 2 minutes.
No, I watched the whole lot when he sat like because he obviously was get. Let me tell you something, by the way. Sorry to do this. If you got kids watching, I would advise them to not watch this part of it. But let me tell you how nuts this thing was. Yeah, the reason why it didn't seem like there was much panic going on or anything like that, and why she was really getting stuck in is because she started hitting him with the R. You see, when you get in neck and she hits you with the R,
yeah,
she's in this to bits. He didn't seem like he was nervous, rattled, or anything. He sat down.
No, but he
sat down.
He said it's better to be safe. But there was a point where it looked like someone might come in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she hopped in the bed. Like she hopped into the actual bed. So it's just like, I don't know, man.
Don't put this on the screen now.
We're having a quick look at it.
Was he going massaging that?
I mean, do you know what? A lot is being made of him lipsing her, yeah?
Nah, but I get that bit as well.
I get that bit.
Yeah.
I have no issue.
That's what I'm saying as well, yeah? This is where my analysis of that was, that wasn't part of the... I don't think that was on the cards to lips her, but once he was getting stuck in, you know when you're just in it now?
Yeah,
now he's reached that bit of actually being genuinely horny.
You're doing a 7-year stretch. You don't know when the next time this is gonna happen might be. Like you have to, you literally have to do it.
This is one of the craziest.
I can't believe how willing she was to be on camera. That is absurd. I've never seen somebody so willing to be on camera. But do you know what? Fair play.
I said utility belt on.
Fair play.
Utility belt was on some bits.
Utility belt's on.
Tight.
He's dragging it. The guy with the camera.
Look, it didn't move.
The guy with the camera would have been a major distraction. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is the cameraman.
Well, yeah, but hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're both covering her mouth. No, she's covering her mouth and the cameraman's covering it.
Yeah,
But,
that lips is when they've both lost control.
yeah, they've lost control.
This part was pointless. This part here, there's just no
just
point
flexing.
there, just to
flex.
get, yeah.
But the cameraman is a distraction. but that you get more minutes out of that.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
But the
'Cause
thing
you're
is, yeah, he is. You're already on borrowed time. From as soon as she enters the cell, you're on borrowed time. I don't think you can afford for someone to be there saying, "Hey, we're making history," you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is not what I need to hear. Anyway, if it was me in that predicament, I wouldn't need that. And I certainly wouldn't need it leaked.
I wouldn't need it.
But
I was impressed that there's a shoe rack in there, by the way.
yeah, but that jails are proper. They're proper now. Like,
I saw a shoe rack in there. I said, "Rah, I respect that." But the whole thing is collapsed now.
yeah, it's a long way back for everyone involved.
But okay, let's have a serious conversation about it quickly then, yeah? What does it open up more questions about what our justice, what the prison system looks like? Because ultimately, in that little moment there, yeah, you're seeing obviously a man chopping a screw. The utility belt's on mad tight, by the way, still, and I have to respect that because usually you would find that would be loose because it would usually be around the belt, around the Jeep, the whatever it is. That came down and it held up really well. But and then obviously seeing a man smoking a spliff.
Yeah,
normal, yeah.
Not worried about the smell.
He's
not worried about the
at
smell
all.
at all.
So is this now another conversation about that will end up being had about like how strict our prisons are, how the lack of maybe funding that there has been in regards to people even wanting to join working in a system like that. Because I was even saying to my dad yesterday, this is a little bit different, but I was saying to him, I remember like some years ago, I used to feel like I was seeing police all over the place. Yeah. That could have been down to some other things, but now there isn't a lot of police on the roads right now. There isn't that much and even then, if you call the police, sometimes they're taking ages to come. There's not really, it doesn't feel like, it feels like we're moving lightly into a light lawless-y.
Are we, do you think that's actually happening? Is that statistically the case? Or is that our perception? Because we're not criminals anymore.
Well, all I know is that the police is underfunded. I don't know about the prison though. So that's a different thing, isn't it?
I think
if less people are trying to become police officers, or they're finding it difficult to get police officers, I would assume that they're probably finding it quite difficult to find screws.
I know plenty of people that I don't think they're struggling for staff. Maybe they're struggling for funding, but we know how the system works. They'll just pay them less. I still see a fair bit of flipping police around often.
Do you?
Often, but maybe where I am,
yeah,
they have to be present,
right?
And it will probably change in a couple of weeks when I move, you know, and I might not see them at all, or they might just be playing or whatever it is. I still see where I am a hefty police presence. Always. Do
you, man? Do you? You feel like you do, yeah? Yeah, two other
but
people.
Also,
in it,
I don't look for. I remember before I would notice there would be a siren 1,000 miles away. I could hear it, and I could recognize a blue light from absolutely anywhere. Like, but now because I don't need those flipping, like almost like those reactions. I won't even notice when a police car passes me.
Yeah,
I've got insurance.
Yeah,
I've got like you know what I'm saying. I'm actually
so you're not looking
committing any. Yeah. So maybe it's the perception of like, or your vantage point of where you are, you might not even notice it.
Right.
So a criminal is going to notice every flipping police officer.
Just here it says Conservative-led government slashed police budgets from 2010, leading to a reduction of 20,000 police officers.
I think they just said it's that reverse manifesto in 2019. There's probably more.
Oh, then it reversed.
Yeah.
Because after 2019,
I reckon
the manifesto.
like
recruited the same number lost.
Oh,
also,
then they recruited the same number lost. Interesting.
I would say the crimes are different now as well. So, for example, before you needed police in general, you actually needed quite a few of them on the beat because phones were getting stolen.
That's happening a lot now. That's happening in probably
more.
Back. What?
Never left.
On their bike? Yes, massive now. Well, in and around central London, the phone stealing is
robbing people for their phones, or like snatch it and
snatching it.
Okay,
not necessarily like. I don't think people are getting stuck up for their phones like that.
But that's what it was. Or if not me, but if you saw iPhone headphones 2005, happy days.
Yeah.
If I saw white headphones in 2005.
Nah, but do you know what it was? Yeah? The motivation for the phone stealing was different then. Because you needed, like, you're stealing the phone to sell the phone or whatever. Now, it's about data. So there's so much data in phones now. That's why they're stealing the phone. Yeah. Right now, they don't even need you to unlock that shit. They just take it and do whatever it is, try and get your bank details and whatever it is that they're doing with it. But in Central in particular, the phone stealing thing is massive. And the car robberies is a next thing. People's cars are getting... Yeah, so like people's just windows getting smashed, bags getting stolen from their car or whatever. Those type of things. Like I think it does feel... Maybe this is perception as well, but it does feel like...
Happened to my brethren after slow jams. Happened to Donny after
serious
slow jams in Coco's.
Crazy.
Come back, someone put the window in. There wasn't even nothing there, man. Just a baby seat. What do you want? What do you want?
Did they take the baby seat?
No, they left it.
Okay, that would be crazy. But petty crime seems like it's mad up. But maybe I could be wrong in saying that. But I think even going to the prison thing, I remember hearing at one point the prisons being overcrowded. If you've got a prison,
Yeah.
if you've got prisons that are hella overcrowded, bare people linking up in prisons and this, that, and the fourth, or whatever, and you don't necessarily have enough screws, maybe sometimes it is better to just leave people to their own devices and do what it is that they're doing. Just don't document it and put it online.
Yeah.
If you document it and put it online, now you're making the country look bad, the system look bad, the
course.
world's talking about it. Now it feels like we have to do something about it.
The thing is, jail is there's too. And it sounds stupid, but there's too many opportunities in jail. So, for example, like a Z of Crow is gonna be a ridiculous amount of money compared to what it is out here. So, a smoker is gonna be willing to pay far more than what it's worth out here to get it in there. So it represents for the people that work in the prisons. They have the power. They are there day in, day out. They understand where they get checked, if they get checked, if they're the ones doing the checking, blah blah blah. It's so easy to like get the brown envelope if you work in a prison. So unless you're one of those people that can't be bought, and that's not many people,
Yeah.
it's a difficult, not a difficult, but it's a conundrum. You're gonna be like, you're gonna have to face eventually. Someone's gonna be like, listen, like, you're cool. Like, you identify who's the one that might be cool as a screw.
Yeah.
I beg you, get me a phone. I'll give you $2,000 if you can get me a phone.
2 racks.
And it is gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a smuggling operation, but without like the smuggling charges that you'd get for smuggling things overseas. Like, it is literally,
Yeah.
it's as simple as that. If you can do it, there is a hefty premium here. for you
Man
to
don't
be
want
able to.
likers anymore.
Man's in
Like,
there with
because
Dro.
you
Man's in
could-
there with Dro. He weren't being conservative with how he was smoking that.
Yeah.
We're making history. He was moving sick.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's, mate, even this, when you smoke like that in a small space, that
It's everywhere.
It's going everywhere.
It's everywhere. I remember, like, I never even smoked, but for whatever reason, there would have been people smoking in my mum's house when I was young. But you know, like, you're paro, like, open every window, like, trying to get this waft out before your mum gets home.
Yeah. And even then, she's still coming in.
That's it. Like, why does it smell Febreze so much?
Yeah.
Like-
I wonder what rehabilitation looks like these days.
I don't know. But
Do you
also,
know-
do you know what's worth pointing out? Yeah.
Go on.
One, I'm not sure if people know like the reputations of jails, but certain wings on certain jails are gonna be very lenient. You won't get away with that in Belmarsh or in a Cat B or in a. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't get away with certain things because I think to even work in those places, you can't just go straight to working in Belmarsh, for example. You might have to go through one. The before you get there to prove almost like your trust.
Yeah.
So Cat D jails are like, they're the ones before you come home, basically.
Yeah. So man you can just do whatever. But yeah.
Well, that's not even the worst thing I've heard about jails.
Go on.
I know man that have smuggled people into jail.
What? How?
Girls going into jail, bro.
Swear down.
High
What I'm
vis,
bringing-
son. High vis.
Oh
I
my
swear down, I'm
god.
serious.
What a gangster move, you know. What a if you can smuggle a whole person inside jail, have a gal in jail.
What was she thinking, bro?
Yeah, she's risking her whole thing. She's risking her whole thing. But you know what is one of my uncles was talking to my uncle and he was talking, I mentioned this thing to him about what happened in the prison or whatnot. He didn't know about it. But he was like, look, he was just like, I could imagine that. He goes, don't put me working in a woman's prison. I get fired that
Facts.
day. I was like, yeah.
Facts.
It actually must be really, you see, temptation, just in general, is such a big thing.